Hey there. Okay, I'm gonna do a little speaker repair, speaker jack repair. Somebody's making some noise over there. Just all of a sudden, been making any noise all morning, and as soon as I start recording, there they go. Anyways, okay, they're done. So this head at the last gig was cutting in and out a little bit, cutting in and out a little bit. So when I moved the speaker cable around like this, it was working and then not working. So to troubleshoot this, I'm going to show you what to do. Okay. First thing is this has a 4 ohm and an 8 ohm jack. The cabinet is a 4 ohm cabinet. I've got a little plug in here. These little 1/4 inch plugs so they don't plug in the wrong spot. I've got a video on those and where you can get them on my YouTube page. Anyways, you can check that out. Now, to understand ohms a little bit, just real quick. So if the head is at 4 ohms and the cabinet's at 4 ohms, everything's good. Okay. Now, when you have a cabinet that's higher ohms than your head, you're still okay, because think of the signal as a funnel. Okay, so if you have if the signal starts over here going this way and you get your signal at 4 ohms, if it's got 8 ohms worth of signal to go into or 16 ohms worth of signal to go into, it's flowing okay. It's not perfect, but and the volume will be either louder or quieter depending on your situation, but that is fine. Okay, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt your speakers, it's not going to hurt your amp. However, if you have an 8 ohm load from a head going into a 4 ohm cabinet, instead of the signal flow opening up into a funnel, it tightens into a funnel, which means you're going to have on tube amps signal extra power, signal back up into the output transformer, and it's going to possibly blow up your amp head. It will work for a short amount of time, but after a few hours of that, a couple days, couple of weeks, it's going to blow up your output transformer. So ohms, heads are good, small speakers being bigger, but never the other way around. Okay, now that I've said that, so it's how you check this is you take the cable and you put another, if you have another speaker cable, put another speaker cable on and see if it just fixes it all together, and you can just be done with it. If not, you take your speaker cable and you just grab a hold of it, open it up, pull the sleeve back, and make sure that the positive and the negative aren't touching each other. There's not even just a little angel hair. Wiggle it around a little bit, see if there's anything loose or the solder maybe is broken, and just make sure it's all good. And this one is good, and I've tried another speaker cable and still did it. So with a brand new speaker cable still doing it, it's definitely the jack. So to open up the amp head, first thing you do, you turn it off, make sure your power is unplugged. Here's the power. You take the cable all the way out to get it out of the way, and you take this particular head. There's a valve train in it, very nice sounding, lightweight, great. Look them up online, good people. Anyways, so you take it, you don't take the back off, and I've already started. I took 3 screws out, started the 4th one. Just take the screws out, and once you get the screws out on the back panel, you just lift it up. And if it's stubborn, like this one is not coming out, even though the screws are out, without taking, don't take a screwdriver. A lot of guys want to take a screwdriver and jam it in here and pry it open. If you do that, you're going to damage your Tolex. So don't do that. Just take a screw, not any one screws, wherever it's sticking at, and just kind of put the screw back in, not all the way. Make a couple turns with your finger, or maybe 1 or 2 with a little screwdriver. You're not putting it in all the way. You just want it to get a little bite of the wood so that you can pull it out. So let's see how that's working. A little more. Do a couple more turns. And then, there you go. See how it came right out? Then you just take the screw off. Keep all the screws in a safe spot. Just set this to the side. Now, opening up amplifiers can be very dangerous. A lot of times, the capacitors take a long time to discharge. They could have 512 volts still charged inside of it. So if you're not 100% sure what to do, get a professional to do it, because if you stick your hand in the wrong place, 512 volts feels a lot worse than 110 volts from your socket. Okay, at your house. Anyway, so this is the jack I'm going for, and now to get into this jack, I need in the chassis. So find out how it's connected. And this one here, I'm standing up on end. Either end doesn't matter. and this one is connected with the these screws here. So I'll try to quickly take them out. You can fast forward over this part if you want, or just watch it. When you get to your last screw, put your finger on here, hold the chassis from flopping over so it doesn't hurt the tubes. Okay, now that I've got that, I grab it and gently pull it out. Leave the tubes on. We're going to move the case to the side a little bit. My buddy Scotty's here to help me out. Assistant. I'm just going to set it like this. It's mostly going to rest on the transformer, and then I'm just going to gently set it down so that it rests nicely. Okay. And I've got it sitting on a little piece of carpet, but you can put it on a hard surface as long as you're gentle. Okay, so the jack we're looking at is this one right here. Notice I'm not sticking my finger in there. Okay, so next thing, and if you're 44 years old like me, you gotta put your glasses on. And then I'm going to take something and move the wire around. You can use something like a stick, some kind of stick, something that doesn't conduct electricity to poke around a little bit. And just wiggle the wires and see if anything is obviously broken or damaged. And it's not. And this is a plastic jack right here. Okay, so if the jack is bad, these are plastic jacks, it's for 2 speakers, it's going to be need to be replaced all the way. So to do it, first thing you do is just come over here. Probably not going to do it with hand, is just get a pair of pliers or something and gently take the nut off. Like that. And once the nut's off, look inside, and there, you can see that as you just push on a little bit, it's got this this wire connected here. So you're gonna have to disconnect that wire. And since when they wired this, they ran one piece of wire straight through, all the way through, and then soldered it. So I'm just gonna snip it on the ends to make sure that it's all good. Okay, because I have to solder it back together anyways. And now, a little trick that we use on the road here sometimes is this. What day is today? Today's like Saturday or Sunday, and Saturday. We're in Nevada, and I don't have the part for this. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take both of these off, and I'm going to switch the 2 jacks so that you know, I can have the good one in the forum position like I was talking about. So the one that I know that is good, that we never use, I'm just going to take them both out, flip-flop the jacks, solder them back in, put it back together, and there you go. And to put it back together, just reverse what you saw, and also keep the soldering iron away from all this other stuff here, and be very careful, please. Really, be very careful.